or at least how do you define a culture and how do you map it? And these were the maps that were then used in the Paris Peace Conference to help inform the borders at the end of the war. And they called it a scientific peace because they said that this was a scientific approach. And so during those negotiations, we then see how some countries were much more effective at communicating the different kind of views of where they thought the border should be than others. But there's a famous example of a map of Hungary called the Carte Rouge, the red map. And it was one of the first to use this kind of blood red colour right on the centre of the map to show the extent of the Hungarian population as was, to help define the country's borders after the war. That's exactly the thing that catches their eye and gets their attention and starts the conversation. These ethnographic maps became incredibly influential. They were very flawed, of course, because how do you define a national identity is actually a really hard question. Is it based on someone's religion, based on their language, based on their political views, based on their ancestry? There's all these questions that were sometimes contradictory when they were mapped.